I literally hate being a mom.
I don't enjoy being a mother. I take a shower, I gotta give him a shower. I buy me a shoe, I gotta buy him a shoe. I get ready in the morning, gotta get him ready in the morning. Gotta feed him, clothe him, bathe him.
Listen to me when I say this. Do not have kids. I be wanting to give up.
Having him was the biggest setback in my life. Golly. I would like to say that you shouldn't demonize having children, but they may just say, I'm not demonizing it, I'm just sharing my opinion and my experience, which is fair. It's very fair. The only thing that I would say is when you say you regret having your child, you got to be very careful with how you word things, right? You can't, or you shouldn't, in my opinion, outwardly express, I don't want this child anymore. You can feel however you want to feel. Don't come on the internet though. What does that accomplish? Like, you know what I'm saying? Vent in comfortable places. Just don't make your child feel like they weren't wanted.
The fact that motherfuckers wait till you literally down bad crashing out, literally, like, to act like they give a fuck about your ass. Like, motherfucker don't give a fuck literally until your ass dead in the casket, literally. Like, and then it's the fact that when I do die, I swear to God, I don't want no fucking funeral. I don't want no fake ass motherfuckers sitting around lying about how they love my ass when the whole time I was living. I'm struggling. I can't call nobody, not a piece of family, a sister, a cousin, a brother, a shit to ask for shit. Not $100, not $50, not $25. I can't call nobody and ask for shit. But when I'm up and I got it and I'm giving shit out, it's not a problem to motherfuckers. Like, I'm just so tired of being tired, G. I swear to God, like, I'm tired of being a single mama. I'm tired of taking care of 2 kids by myself. I'm tired of this shit, G. Like, I swear to God, I'm so fucking tired. Like, I don't want to be here, G. Like, I don't really hate the fact that.
Well, first of all, ma'am, you chose to struggle. If you have being a single mother of 2 kids is the reason why you're struggling, you chose to have them kids. So it's nobody else's responsibility to have to give you money or whatever, as well as you chose to give other people money. If you choose to give away money when you're not fully in a foundational situation in regards to your money and in regards to your finances, then that's also your decision and you got to live with that. And you don't get to be holding it over people's head after the fact. I hate when people do something for you, but then they did it because they want to be able to come to you and act like you're wrong if whenever they need something at the time that they need it, if you can't give it to them, then they're going to demonize you about it and act like nobody there for me. Ma'am, you made those decisions. Be an adult. You got to live with it. You got to take responsibility for it. However you choose to move after that, again, that's your decision. Because as an adult, whatever decisions you make, that will be your decision. You're going to have to live with it. And you're going to have to be able to take and cushion the blowback that comes from it. Now, addressing the first clip we watched, where it's like the guy's like, oh, well, I mean, if they're giving their opinion, they can give their opinion. Listen, I'm an advocate for freedom of speech, but we also are free to judge and shame whatever we see is crazy. So you can say whatever you want. Please give us the information and enlighten us to what's really in your heart. Please do that. But then we're definitely going to judge you accordingly. For example, listen, man, you don't get to just be like, well, I'm going to just tell my truth. I'm attracted to kids or whatever the case. That you see how far this can start to go if we just allow people just to hide behind the veil of I'm just saying what's my honest opinion. I'm not trying to censor nobody, but definitely we're going to take that information and we're going to look at you different moving forward after you done disclose that information. So I do agree when he said, don't come online with that. You could have kept that to yourself. I would suggest that. But also, I don't mind knowing what's going through your head. It does help me to know how to classify you. Y'all, before we get into the next clip, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype.
I'm sick of acting like motherhood doesn't suck. Motherhood fucking sucks. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. My brain fucking hurts at the end of the night. My eyeballs hurt. My fucking body is fatigued. I am tired of trying
confused. Why do everybody got a problem with what Aisha Curry said? It's like anytime a woman want to be real about their life, especially when it comes to motherhood, being wives and all that shit, y'all just be so mad that they not saying, oh, this is sunshines and butterflies. I love this. This is what I always wanted. Of course I want to be a mom. Of course I want to be a wife. That's all y'all want to hear. But when people be real and try to break down what they going through, y'all be so damn insensitive and mad at them for how they feel. First of all, saying you didn't expect your life to turn out one way does not mean you hate what your life turned out to be. It just means, dang, this is crazy. I never saw myself being a mom. I never saw myself being a wife. I had a different vision for myself. And lots of us do, especially mothers. Your life takes a crazy toll when you become a mom. And in terms of your own career and goal and all that, that shit changes. It don't happen the way you thought it was going to pan out because now you have other people a part of your plan. You have these children. It changes things. That's some real shit to sit back and think in hindsight like, damn, how my life just turned out like this? This is not what I had thought it was going to be. Is she wrong for just taking a moment and speaking on that? This woman that's saying, dang, I hate my kids. I wish I never had my kids. These kids are the worst. She ain't saying nothing like that. She's just saying, dang, I didn't think I was going to be a mom. This is not what I had planned for myself because most people don't. Life surprises you every day in any type of way. You could have wanted to be a doctor, end up being a firefighter. You can sit back and be like, dang, I never saw myself being a firefighter. Is they wrong? Do that mean they hate going to the hospital every day saving lives? No, it's just crazy how your life can pan out. And sometimes people speak in retrospect about their life. Why the fuck y'all hate? Y'all just hate women. That be the problem. Y'all hate women. Y'all hate women talking about our experiences as a woman. Y'all hate us talking about motherhood, being real about it. Y'all just hate the shit. And always find a way to make it so negative. Y'all, it's so annoying. That's why women don't be trying to say shit. Because y'all just take shit left. And make it seem like, oh, see, these women, they just want to be doing it. They don't want to actually have kids. And even if they didn't, and what? Why does every woman want to have kids? Want to be a wife? What the fuck is, why? Why? Someone answer that for me. Why? Why is it so wrong for women to not want to just be mothers? Why do we have to just be moms because we have kids? But y'all don't put that same pressure on. Y'all hate.
So let me ask y'all a question. So let me get this straight. When she decided to, whoever she's speaking about, when she decided to come online or on television, whatever, and publicly express her ideas publicly, apparently just keeping them internal to you and just knowing it within yourself wasn't enough. So when she decided to publicly come on and express their ideas to other people and to the masses, are we really thinking that she didn't want any engagement with that? Engagement. See, what happens is people want to express themselves and express their ideas, and then they expect only a positive response to come back. So she wanted to express that, and then basically she felt entitled to only positive feedback, positive critique about it, and positive encouragement. And this is the cognitive dissonance that we're talking about. Because what it really comes down to is, here you're saying, oh, y'all need to stop trying to censor. If she feels that way, she should be able to say that, express that. Yeah, and if you should decide to do that publicly with the intention of it being engaged with, then people also have the right to express their opinions and response. Otherwise, you could have just kept it to yourself, and then nobody would be able to engage with it. But you decided to do it publicly, but then you get mad at the backlash. Nobody's doing anything to affect you. They're just giving their opinion and response. And you're like, oh, y'all hate this and y'all hate that. Okay, we can say the same. You hate your kids. So now what? Listen, you could have just kept that to yourself, but you didn't want to. But you only expected positive critique, and that's the problem. Don't come online if you're not ready for both sides of the spectrum, both sides of the coin.
I'm going to be honest. A lot of moms regret their kids. A lot of moms hate their kids. A lot of moms don't like their kids. A lot of moms are being moms because they have to. If majority of these moms had the choice to give their kids away with no repercussions, they would. And I don't blame them, because I probably would too. You know what? I know I would. You want to know why? Because it's not fair for one person to sit around and be the caregiver the financial provider, the emotional support, everything for 1, 2, 3, 4 children, while the other parent just up and do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it with no repercussions. Yeah, you could put.
Well, first of all, we got to be honest about this. If you're talking about 4 children, don't act like it's just one dude that is responsible for all 4 of those children that you got. Stop capping. If you don't know what capping is basically making something out to seem like one way when it's really the other. Ma'am, stop capping. Those 4 children, they're not all by that same dude. So now we can address the other things as well, but I just wanted to flag that.
Them on child support don't mean they're gonna pay it. Yeah, you can send the cops to them, don't mean they're not gonna duck and dodge them. What's taking their license gonna do? Baby, they still gonna drive that car. It's not fair. And they wonder why mothers be they self and these kids. And I don't want to hear, oh, that's why you need to get married before you have children. That's why y'all need to stop giving y'all wombs to everybody. Bye bye. Shut the fuck up. Because a half of you females that, yo, you shouldn't be giving your womb, protect your womb. Bitch, you done thought you was in love with this man. You done gave this man your womb, had his baby, then he start flipping on your motherfucking ass soon as that baby come out your stomach. That ring ain't gonna stop no man from cheating. That ring ain't gonna stop no man from being a deadbeat. Only thing is, you got a ring on your finger, a man in your house, and you still a single mom. Shut the fuck up. It's too many people out here telling these women, oh, you gotta hold yourself accountable. Oh, you gotta hold yourself accountable. What the fuck do you think the mother, the bitch? You think she's not holding herself accountable? She's holding herself accountable every day she wake up to take care of that child. She's holding herself accountable every day she got to get up and make some food for that child when she not even hungry. She holding herself accountable every day she got to put her shit to the side just to make sure that kid got what they need. Stop it. That last time I checked, that's enough accountability for me. Stop only holding these women accountable. The woman need the man to have the fucking baby in the first place. Hold these men accountable. It's a lot of moms out here regretting becoming mothers because of how their pregnancy went and because they have to do it on their own out here. Stop putting more dirt on their fucking shoulders when they deal with dirt every fucking day taking care of these kids that these dads abandoned. Because at the end of the day, they already got it in the back of their heads. When these kids grow up, now they're going to be hating the mama because the dad decided to not be in their life. What type of...
I quit being a mom. Fuck it. Fuck it. My hands are tied. Fuck it. I can't do it anymore. It's too much. Too hard. It's a lot. You smell me? You smell me? I'm trying to be a baby daddy. That's what I want.
Really?
That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to be a baby daddy. Baby daddy me, please. Because, whoa, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I was expecting.
You know what's crazy? That kind of leads into the last video we just reviewed, where it's like you're jealous of the father, and you're like, I'd rather be in his shoes. You sure about that? Because every time I see a situation where the father ends up getting custody of the child for whatever reason, it's usually something egregious that the mother did. Guess what happens every time when the father actually puts her on child support? Is, oh, why? I shouldn't have to do that. What? I have to pay? I'm not paying him anything. I shouldn't have to pay him anything. What is this? What do you mean I have to pay child support? They always act like, I shouldn't have to pay him anything. What do you mean? He has the kid full time, just like you did. Whenever the shoe gets put on the other foot, oh, you better believe they act a fool and they act like I'm not paying them nothing. I promise you I'm not. And then they ultimately become the deadbeats that they talk about. And that happens in just about 100% of the cases where the shoe is on the other foot. They don't want to have to pay child support. How am I going to be able to survive? How am I going to be able to do this? What do you mean? This is what you're saying. She just literally said she would rather be in his shoes. But every time they are, and you see the court cases of it, oh, they don't want to be in those shoes at all. Y'all have all the freedom at that point. But you don't want to pay that money, especially paying it to no man. So we got to be honest about that. That's just not true. Y'all do not want the shoe to be on the other foot. Y'all prefer the shoe to be on the foot that you have, as well as we haven't even factored in government assistance into the equation. So we got to stop capping. That's just simply not true.
There's too many loops, too many twists and turns, and just side swiping me left and right, left and right. It's just too much. It's too much. So I quit. Fuck that. Fuck them kids. And I said it. There. I said it. I said it. How about that? Okay. For real though. My mama just came and got my kids. They going to my mom's house for the weekend. But seriously though, like momming, it's no joke. It's no joke. It's no joke. Not my baby girl. My baby girl, she's the sweetest baby in the world. Nailani Poo, she's my poo-poo bean. But them other two, Nathan and Navy, lately, they've been sending me through the roof. Like, I mean, sending me through there, and I don't know what the fuck to do. It's getting like, child, I need a brizzy. I need a break. So that's what I'm doing. Like, that's what I'm doing. Time to reboot, time to reset, time to do some self-care and just take my mind off, because like I know I talk a lot of shit, but those is my motherfucking babies. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck needs to happen in order to help them get on track.
It really just seems like you weren't prepared. Like, are we thinking of all the logistics that's going to come behind this when we make these decisions? Or are we only just thinking about the cute factor? And that's it. Nothing else. And then when they're actually in front of us and when we actually have to be practical and handle all our responsibilities, and it's actually a 24-hour job that we discover, then all of a sudden it's like we're burned out, and you can't be burnt out when you decide to make that decision. You don't have the luxury of being burnt out anymore and just getting breaks. Looks like she does. Looks like she has a support system, which cool. But that's a nice to have. It's not essential. You are, though. You're an essential worker for those children. And that's the decision that you made. So you have to be ready to handle that, especially if you didn't put things in place before then to make sure that you had a certain structure, a certain foundation that you can raise the kids under, where it would be more sustainable and maintainable.
Oh my god. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But like my kids, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My kids are a lot. My kids are a lot. I'm a lot. My husband's a lot. We are a high energy household. And I understand that, like, when you come from a high energy household, you're going to be high energy in public. I get that. But I'm just so. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get them to just calm down. I don't know how to get them to just stay still. Don't break that. Get that out of your mouth. Oh, I don't know what to do, and I'm so frustrated. It's so expensive having kids that ruin stuff all the time. And like, I know they're doing it out of curiosity, but like, how do I tell them to stop? And there's two of them. And they're like less than 2 years apart, so they're in the same shit on different sides of the house all the time, and I'm here by myself because my husband's at work and I'm also working full time, mind you.
I know it. I know it. I knew she was by herself.
Over this. Like, if you don't have kids that are like this, you don't fucking get it. You don't fucking get it until you have a kid that is like, until you come home and you're just crying because you just don't know what you've done wrong. And I know I haven't done anything wrong. I know I'm doing the right things. I know I'm putting the right. I'm just so tired. I feel so defeated.
I knew she had to be by herself. She said she had a husband. Sir, come take your wife's phone because she's embarrassing your family and she's going viral for it. Goodness gracious. Ma'am, why did you think to pick up your phone and do this? You got a whole family that you have to represent, and she's coming on here like this. You couldn't tell your therapist this? Social media, listen, I'm sure some people are going to encourage her, but it's going to be a lot of other stuff too. Just this post alone got almost 18,000 likes and 1,100 shares. Oh my goodness. I bet her husband has no idea this is going on. Well, he's going to know now.
Mom is hard because I'm a retired crash out, and I don't want to raise my daughters seeing a crash out, okay? So I feel like the next thing I need to do as a grown-up is learn how to talk to people when I'm angry without seeming aggressive and making them cry. Because I just have like a naturally, I guess, aggressive air about me that I have to be very cognizant of. And so I'm not really a grown-up yet because I don't really, I don't use tact. I just be quiet. But when it comes to my kids, they trigger the crash out, and I don't know how to be quiet. But my children's teacher and them little girls in her class, they're triggering the crash out lady, okay? They're triggering the crash out lady. I'm not proud of it, but I come by it honestly. I come from a long line of crash outs. My mama, my grandmama, my great-grandmama, my great-great-grandmama, they were all crash outs, all of them. Mm-hmm. All of them. Mm-hmm. So
yep, they were.
I'm just working against generational, crash out mitochondrial DNA, basically.
No, that's not the DNA.
I've got to figure out how to go into this classroom with this meeting. And because I don't have that voice. Like, I don't have that soft code switching voice. I don't have that.
They always think it's a voice. They always think it's like, oh yeah, I'm being feminine because I'm talking like this now. Ma'am, just be respectful to people. That's all you have to do. Just be respectful and have good intentions by people. Goodness gracious.
I think I naturally sound a little bit bougie, but I don't have no soft voice. I don't have a soft air about me. And when I mean business, I mean business. And that comes across. So, I guess that'll be my next thing I have to learn is I just really shut down when I'm angry. I don't speak. I don't say anything at all. So I guess I've got to learn how to articulate myself softly when I'm angry.
You can't make this ish up, man. You can't make this up. So really understand what she said, right? But first, I want to preface the conversation by saying that kids don't listen to what you say. They watch what you do. And this is how it pertains to her situation, because she says she comes from a long line of crash outs, and she said it's in their mitochondria DNA. No, ma'am. What you'll find if you actually get a little bit more introspective and you reflect is that you were watching the behaviors. So you grew up to imitate the behaviors is what happened. And so you're about to continue the cycle, not because it's in your DNA, but because you as an adult can't control yourself, and your child is going to witness that and then think that that's okay, especially while they're at the most impressionable ages. So what it really comes down to is, why did you even decide to have kids if you don't want to be a positive role model to be able to then reflect what you want them to be when they actually become adults and become productive citizens? That's really the question. Why did you have kids if you wanted to be a crash out role model for them to imitate and then continue the lineage that you say is a hereditary gene, when really it's just them imitating behaviors and ultimately you not raising your kids? Do you know what raising your kids is? Raising your kids is teaching your kids right from wrong. But instead, what you're going to be doing is you're going to probably just be surviving with kids and not raising them. But then what you'll be actually doing in your behaviors is what's going to be teaching them that wrong is right. And that's the issue. And that's why we continue these cycles of degeneracy and things don't change. And then we can't even talk about it. Well, I'm going to talk about it because you got to get over that. You're an adult. You need people. And in order to need people, it would be nice if you could be respectful to people and communicate with people in a respectful manner that you would like to be communicated with. It's really just that simple. Why are we making this out to be so hard? It's not hard. Y'all, we're going to leave it there for today. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video. Hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button, then it shows the points. And it's designed for smaller content creators. And since I am one, we actually get more points per hype. So your hypes actually go further. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.